Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a VK7201K. It's a tier 10 German premium reward tank, premium heavy, and it's located on the south spawn of Redshire under the command of Tiger of Tigers of Red Unicorns. Now, you've seen him before. He's an extremely expert player, and this is a very OP tank. It's a reward tank for taking part in the clan wars, and you have to be amongst the top 3,000 players in order to get one. You can see Tiger of Tigers got 2 marks on the barrel already. Now, it's basically an upgraded version of the, well, it looks like the Panzerkampfwagen 7, the 7, but in actual fact it's an upgrade of the Lurther. It's what would have happened if they had actually developed the Lurther, built it, and then taken it further. But of course Hitler was more interested in the mouse than he was in the Lurther. Well, it's got a 15cm gun, 750 alpha, 246 penetration with standard rounds, and with the heat rounds it goes up to 350mm of armor. With the HE rounds you can do 950 alpha if you can penetrate 85mm. And it looks like Tiger of Tigers was expecting a shot coming over from the other side of the valley. Possibly if some of the enemy had actually spotted him, but they don't actually have any light tanks on the enemy team. And that's probably why their spotting was so bad. Okay, well, he's off to the Zeppelin. And that means there's going to be some fairly close encounters. And this tank is built for side scraping. It doesn't have the weakness of the Panzerkampfwagen 7, those shoulders that let the shells through. Note, this thing has a lot of damage, but its weakness is actually the lower plate. You want to hide the lower plate on this thing, or at least angle them. And you can see there's a Centurion Action 10 that actually managed to get around through. Now that one didn't go through the M103, it hit the wrong part of the plate. Got a mouse coming up this way. And, oh, we've been tracked again by the Centurion. This time he was using, well, was he using HE? Yes, he was using HE. In fact, they're firing a lot of HE in his direction. He's now got a steel wall after only a couple of minutes of the game. Can you believe that? A steel wall after only a couple of minutes. Well, it's the mouse's turn. And no, he doesn't get the pen on that. In fact, he loses 100 hit points to the HE shells of that Centurion Action 10. Okay, well, he's going to have to try and work this corner in such a way. Oh, Centurion again, tracking us. It seems that's all his job is to do, is track us. And, well, the T95 is going to try and side scrape this corner. And if he does that, then obviously we can use him for protection. Going for the mouse. Yeah, that one worked. Low roll though, 672. Got tracked again, which blocks the T95 in. But he can sit there and take it. He's got the armor. Okay, going for the mouse again. Yep, nice one. Low roll again though. 716. We've now blocked 5k of damage. 5,000 hit points. It's a massive amount. Fires another one into the mouse. 695. He's a one shot now. The T95, I think, senses blood in the water, and I think he wants that mouse. And, well, he's looking to go face to face, but we came the kill. 460 hit points. He's down. The T95's round the corner, so he's now aggressively going at the enemy. Going for the M103. He's angling. But it's not going to help him this time. We got the lower plate for 806 high roll. Now blocks 6.1k of damage. Huge amount. And there's the Centurion Action 10 again. Okay, going for the Cupola. Yep, 734 low roll. And, oh, that was a big round from the Centurion Action 10. He tried APCR at last. And I think he went in through the lower plate. Yes, he did. Yep. In fact, there's several holes there. One's a heat round, the other one is an HE one right through the upper plate. Okay, so we've lost quite a load of hit points off those two shots. The 704 and the Centurion Action 10. Okay, I think we're going to work on this corner. Excuse us, Mr. 263, we need to get through there. I know he's trying to side scrape on that corner. Okay, we're going to go for the E75. Didn't get that one. Still using the heat. Coming up behind the 263. Going to push this E75. As you know, the German version of the the upgrade of the Tiger 2. Okay, we've got the enemy E75, another one behind. There's the Action 10. That's where he was located. Oh, it's a fire! That one went through the engine bay. Set light to him. That's a good shot because that was worth over 800 hit points. In fact, nearly 9. But we just lost the 263 to an ammo rack. The Centurion Action 10's coming up this way. He's pretty aggressive. But he's just lost a massive amount of hit points. A low roll 629. He goes down to our ship barn. The E75's being pressured. We can come up behind him, but we're not going to because we're going to let the AMX get him or shoot through this gap. Yep, nice shot through the gap. High roll 761. We're still working it. 7.4k of damage, 7.8k blocked, and that E75 is still there. We'll see if we can get a shot at that 704 lower plate. Yes, it works. 674. E75 is still there. He's coming around for us now. Our 15-second reload works against us, and we've been tracked again. It's hectic. Okay. Now, it's the 704 is still firing at us. E75 is staying behind that rock for the moment because he knows it protects him. If we go around the corner, we get shot in the back by the 704. If we stay where we are right now, we might get a chance to shoot at the E75 if he goes for that gap. And I think that's what Tiger of Tigers knows. And we've got a Waffenträger here. Oh, here's the E75. He just popped round for a quick look. He's being targeted by Arty. Here he comes. Just the gun. Is he going to try to shoot through the gap? 704's got no shots on us because we're in this little dip here. 704 is being pressured now, so we possibly can move. He's being occupied. Oh, we've got their T95 as well going in for their rear. Nice shot. 813 hit points of damage. Okay, so they've got 2 down there now. We're being pressured. There's the E75 again. He keeps trying to poke through around that corner, but I think we're going to put him out of his misery this time round. Yep, you don't escape. You either get us or you get the Waffenträger. Bye-bye. Back in the garage. Okay, they're the other side of that pass, so we can't get them at the moment. We'll have to drive down there to get closer. That was a very, very hectic moment. 9k of damage, 9k blocked, and 1.7k assist. This is a hell of a game for Tiger of Tigers. You can see why he has a 7201k. And that's it. The last kill has been made. It goes to the Batchat 155-58, and just look at the damage to the front of his vehicle. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for Tiger of Tigers in the VK7201K. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. I think he spotted a lot more than that. A shelf proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. Well, yes, I think it was a lot more than the hit points of his own vehicle. And a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And he's got the counterparts on the epic side. He got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game overall. And he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage overall in that game. And well, it was a lot of damage. Let's have a look at the team score. There you go, top of the table, 9,025 hit points of damage. Nobody else was near him in terms of the amount of actual damage he was doing to the enemy. In fact, most of them almost had a third of the damage that he had. The next highest scorer on damage was the Object 263, 3,688 hit points of damage for him, and then the Jagdtiger on the enemy team with 3,719. When it came to kills though, it was the Object 277 did the best. He got 5 kills, the T95 on the enemy team got 4 kills, and then we got Tiger of Tigers with 2 kills along with some other enemy players. And when it came to base XP, it was Tiger of Tigers, of course, because he blocked the most damage, he dealt the most damage. 1,301 base experience points for him, 1,108 for the 263, and 916 goes to the Object 277. He fired only 16 rounds in that game, got 15 direct hits and 12 penetrations, good accuracy. Unfortunately, a few of the shells just didn't go through or just didn't hit the target exactly where he wanted them to go. Splash damage on one as well. Damage of 9,025 hit points, of which 2,388 were at more than 300 meters. Those were the shots that he was firing at the 704 and the T95. Received 33 hits from the enemy. That's rather a lot. 2 penetrations, 25 non-penetrations. This thing is literally almost made of, well, I would say made of steel, but yes, steel can be normally penetrated. This thing really cannot be penetrated unless you hit it in the right places. Only 2 shots actually managed to penetrate the vehicle. 7 hits by way of splash damage. I think most of those go to that Centurion Action 10, who was constantly firing HE rounds to try and track him in place so that the other guys could do some damage, and they just weren't doing enough. He blocked damage of 9,060 hit points. The enemy must be incredibly frustrated during that game, because when you're shooting that much and you just can't make any impression on the enemy, well, some players would say it's a bit soul destroying, but in this game it really was quite amusing. 6 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, 1,794 hit points of spotting assist on that game. On a premium count, he earned 79,645 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, he actually made a small loss of 12,603 credits. You won't worry about that too much. I'm afraid that most of the loss actually came from the fact that he was firing heat for most of the game, and heat does actually allow you to get through some of the thick armor on the enemy, but the standard rounds on the VK7201K are very, very good at penetrating the enemy as well. But I know Tiger of Tigers likes to be efficient, and he was certainly very efficient with that heat ammo. 1,301 XP times 5 for the first victory on this occasion, 98 for this being a premium vehicle, and 9,858 experience points taken away altogether. So another fantastic round in the VK7201K there. We do have more than one player who has this vehicle, and it's amusing every time they take them out because they are absolute leviathans. I mean, it's like awaken the Kraken, you know, and out comes this monster that literally devastates everything that's its path. It's amusing to watch, it really is. They can be taken down, they can be damaged. You saw that they did receive damage during this game from the enemy, mostly from heat rounds and HE in the right place, but oh boy, it's so much fun watching them. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button so you're alerted when a new video comes out. We try to put as many as we can out. We've got a long queue of about 1,500 videos, maybe slightly more, that are waiting to be done. So if you sent in a replay and it doesn't turn up straight away, don't worry, it's still in the list. It will be done. We just need to get time to get around to it, and it does take time to get these videos done. So don't worry, because they will turn up eventually. Thanks for watching.